The world was raw, rivers wild, forest endless. The Okiri tribe lived close to the earth. They hunted. They gathered. They feared the dark. "We are small," said the elder, "but the forest is large." The people said the river was alive. Sometimes it sang like a mother, sometimes it roared like a beast. But in its depths lived something more ancient than time, the great python. "Do not go too close," mothers warned. "The water has teeth." At night, Mama F gathered children by fire. Sparks rose like stars. She spoke of the serpent. Longer than 10 men. Older than the trees. Its eyes burned gold. Its coils crushed stone. The children shivered, the hunters frowned. Ero was strong, fast, and proud. He laughed when others feared the forest. "If the python is real, let me see it. Let me face it." The people murmured, uneasy. At sunrise, Ero bent to drink at the river. The reeds shivered. Water rippled. A massive head rose, scales glistening. The great python. Ero's heart thundered. The serpent stared with golden eyes, then slid back into the depths. Ero returned pale as ash. "It saw me," he whispered. "It knew me." The tribe fell silent. Fear spread like smoke. That night, thunder split the sky. Shaman Okandu cast bones into the flames. Smoke curled into the shape of a snake. "The beast is hungry. If we do not honor it, it will claim a life." The people carried meat, fruit, carved shells, laying them at the water's edge. Each dawn, the offerings vanished. "It feeds," whispered one. "The spirits take," murmured another. The village grew restless. Children cried in sleep. Hunters walked with fear. Every ripple in water, every rustle in grass, felt like the serpent watching. One morning, Ero swore he saw the serpent following him, its shadow gliding under the water as he walked the bank. The sun was bright. Children laughed, chasing pebbles along the riverbank. Mothers warned them. "Stay close. The river remembers." But laughter drowned the warning. The water split with violence. A massive coil lashed out. One child disappeared in the serpent's crushing grip. Screams tore the air. Mothers wailed. Hunters dropped their work and rushed forward, fire and spears in hand. To the river. "Save the boy." The hunters surrounded the serpent. Firelight reflected in its golden eyes. It hissed, coils thrashing like storm waves. Sparks flew. Spears stabbed. The python screamed a hiss that shook the trees. Ero shouted. "Strike the eyes. Burn its scales." Hunters thrust their torches, pressing close. The beast writhed, snapping branches, crushing the ground with its weight. The boy, bruised and half-conscious, slipped free from the loosening coils. His mother rushed forward, screaming his name. The serpent hissed one last time, body scorched, and slid back into the river's black depths. The tribe gathered in silence. They had won a battle, but not the war. "The python will return," Mama F whispered. "It does not forgive." By torchlight, the people painted the story onto stone, men with fire, serpent with coils, a child in its grip. "So none will forget," Okandu declared. The child lived, but bore marks across his chest where the coils had crushed him. The scar became a sign. He grew up known as Olu, child of the serpent. "He carries the warning on his skin," people said. That night, the tribe lifted their spears. Together, they chanted. "We are fire. We are stone. Never again shall the serpent take one of us." Their voices echoed into the forest, but deep in the river, the python listened. Days passed. The river flowed quietly, but whispers ran through the tribe. "Do you hear it? The water calls." Some hunters dared to go near. Every ripple felt like the serpent's eyes watching. The tribe kept watch. Fire circled the river. Mothers hum songs to keep the children close. Sleep not. The serpent walks while we dream, Mama F warned. One night, a lone hunter named Tono slipped too close to the water. The serpent struck from below. He barely escaped, wounded and shaking. It has returned, he cried. The elders gathered, voices low but urgent. We cannot fight it with spears alone. We must understand it, respect it, or perish. Plans were drawn. Traps were built. Offerings increased. Ero and Olu tracked the serpent, studying its movements. It is clever, Ero whispered. It waits, watches, and strikes only when it chooses. They realized brute force alone would not work. The tribe gathered and sang the python song, a chant of respect and warning. O serpent of the river deep, guard your waters, yet leave our sleep. We honor your coils, your golden eyes. But spare the children, hear our cries. The wind carried their voices far. The serpent watched the humans. One day, it paused near Ero while he fished. It does not strike, Olu murmured. It studies us, it knows we respect its power. For a moment, the forest was silent. The tribe celebrated the narrow survival of Tono and the lessons learned from the serpent. Fires blazed, drums pounded, and dances mimicked the serpent's coils. Through fire, we honor the serpent. Through dance, we remember its might, Mama F proclaimed. One night, the serpent returned, gliding silently to the river's edge. Hunters held their breath. It paused, observing. Then it retreated without striking. It tests us, Ero said. It seeks our respect. The tribe told the story to the children every night, the serpent's fury, its wisdom, its power. They learn not just to fear, but to respect. Remember, Mama F said, the serpent is older than the forest. Never forget its eyes. The serpent, stronger and wiser, returned at dawn. Coils slicing through the river, eyes like molten gold. Hunters readied their spears and fire. Now we face it, all together, Ero shouted. The serpent lunged, crushing trees, splashing water high. Hunters fought fiercely, fire meeting scales, spears striking with all their might. Hold the line. Protect the children. We will not fall today. Ero leaped onto a rock, torch raised. He shouted a warning to the serpent. We respect your power. Leave now, or face our wrath. The serpent paused, testing his courage. The tribe joined hands, chanting the python song louder than ever. O serpent of the river deep, guard your waters, yet leave our sleep. The fire burned brighter. The serpent's golden eyes glimmered, then it slowly retreated to the depths. The river calmed. The tribe was exhausted but alive. They had survived the serpent's fury, not by strength alone, but by respect, courage, and unity. This is our lesson, Mama F said. Bravery and respect must work together. From that day, the serpent became more than a beast. It was a legend, a teacher, and a warning. Mothers told their children, remember the python. Its eyes are never forgotten. The tribe painted the battle on the cave walls. The serpent's coils. Hunter's spears. Fire blazing bright. Let our children remember, Okandu said. Stories passed down generations, the serpent of the river, the hunters of the Okiri. They learned one truth. Man and serpent may never be friends. One respects, one survives. The tribe learned courage, respect, and caution. Fire could save them. Spears could defend them. But the serpent taught humility. Power is ancient. Do not anger it blindly. And so the legend lived. From child to elder, from river to cave, the story of the great python and the first humans was never forgotten. Eyes of gold, coils of strength. Respect the serpent, honor the river, and remember the past. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.